today I want to walk you through 5 signs that what looks like avoidant attachment in your adult relationships didn't start with dating at all. It started in a childhood role you never applied for. If you have ever been told that you are avoidant, you have probably also been handed a script for what that means. You are scared of intimacy, you self-sabotage, you push people away when things get good. All true, as far as it goes. But almost nobody asks the question underneath it. Avoidant from what exactly? You see, for a lot of high-achieving people, a lot of high-achieving women I see, the answer is not a bad breakup. It's the fact that somewhere when they were very young, they stopped being a kid. You see, you, instead of being the one taken care of, were the one that started being the caretaker. And that is called parentification. And it doesn't just shape how you handle stress. It shapes the entire nervous system's definition of what closeness causes. And today I want to walk you through 5 signs that what looks like avoidant attachment in your adult relationships didn't start with dating at all. It started in a childhood role you never applied for. Hi, I'm Karina Aybar, psychotherapist and coach, and I make videos about emotional regulation, parentification, and generational trauma recovery so that you can understand why you feel the way you do and how to heal with compassion and practical tools. So, you see, if you were parentified, love and usefulness got fused very early. Maybe you were managing a parent's emotions or translating for a sibling or for your parents or holding the household together, but in some invisible way nobody ever named out loud. So as an adult, when a partner needs nothing from you, it can feel less like peace and more like absence. You might find yourself gravitating toward people who need fixing or feeling oddly confused in relationships that are actually stable. That's not commitment issues. That's a nervous system that learned safety equals being indispensable. Sign number 2. Independence feels safer than depending on anyone. You see, classic avoidant attachment theory says this comes from an unresponsive caregiver, but parentification adds a layer. You weren't just unmet, you were counted on. Somebody else's regulation depended on you regulating first. Depending on another person can genuinely feel dangerous in your body, and not because closeness itself feels threatening, but because in your history, needing something meant nobody was coming. Self-sufficiency wasn't a preference, it was survival. Sign number 3. You anticipate needs before anyone asks. Hypervigilance in a parentified child often shows up as scanning, reading a caregiver's mood before they have said a word, adjusting your behavior to keep the peace and to be accepted. And that skill doesn't disappear when you grow up. In relationships, it can look like doing an enormous amount of invisible emotional labor and then feeling resentful, exhausted, or quietly withdrawn when nobody notices. From the outside, it reads as distant or avoidant. And from the inside, it's a body that's been on shift since childhood and never officially clocked out. Sign number 4. Asking for help feels like a failure, not a resource. If your role was the helper, the fixer, the responsible one, asking for support can trigger something closer to shame than relief. There's an old belief running underneath it. If I need something, I have failed at the job that I was given. So instead of reaching out for support, when you are struggling, you pull back. You handle it alone. You withdraw and let a partner believe everything is fine. In fact, many friends, many family members may not know how to support you. And that is not coldness. That's a very old very loyal attempt to protect the role you were trained into. Sign number 5. Closeness triggers a subtle urge to create distance, even when you want the relationship. This is the one that confuses people most, including yourself. You are not afraid of the person. You are afraid of what closeness used to require of you. Hypervigilance, self-erasure, being the emotional container for someone bigger than you. So even in a genuinely safe relationship, your nervous system can register intimacy as a demand rather than a gift, and create distance as a way to breathe. That pullback isn't rejection of the relationship. It's an old protective reflex firing in a context that no longer needs it. Now, I want to offer you 2 ways that you can start opening up and counteracting this reflex. Recognizing the pattern is step 1. Here are 2 concrete ways to start practicing something different with the right people, of course, in small doses. The first is what I call a low-stakes need disclosure. Instead of waiting until you are overwhelmed to ask for support, you practice naming a small, low-risk need out loud on purpose with someone who has already shown you that they are safe. Not, I need you to fix my life, of course not, but something more like, I had a hard day. Can I just vent for 5 minutes with you? And please don't worry, I don't need you to try to solve it. I just need some space to vent and express myself. And this works because it lets your nervous system collect new evidence in manageable doses. You are not testing whether the world is safe. You are testing one specific relationship in one specific low-risk moment and letting your body log the result. And remember, we are retraining our nervous system in vivo, live. Now, the second is delaying your default self-sufficiency response by even 60 seconds. When you notice the urge to say, I've got it, or don't worry about it, it's okay, pause before responding. In that pause, ask yourself one question. What would happen if I let this person help, even a little? You are not committing to accepting help every time. You are interrupting the automatic reflex long enough to make an actual choice instead of a trained one. You see, I want to share with you the story of one of my clients who I will call Maya. She ran a household as the oldest daughter from a very young age, managing her younger siblings and just following them around and mediating between her parents' conflicts. And now in her adult relationships, she was the partner who remembered everyone's schedules, smoothed over every disagreement, and never once asked for help moving apartments, even when she was exhausted. And it took her 3 weekends alone. And when we started working on this, her first low-stakes disclosure was telling her partner that she was too tired to cook because she wanted to be this perfect girlfriend who had it all together. And when we delved deeper into it, we realized that one of her internalized narratives was coming from her mother. You see, her mother also was a parentified daughter and a very hyper-independent woman. And she would always tell her, you know, I want you to be like me. I don't want you to rely on anyone because people will let you down. And that narrative, and then the way that she was trained to be parentified, not because her mother intended to, but just by default of her being the daughter, the woman, then she was displaced all of these responsibilities. Every time that something happened, they would reach out for Maya. She was the family's ATM, she was the family's therapist, she was the mediator, you name it, the problem solver, the little octopus in the family who was taking care of everything at the same time, right? And at any given moment. So for her nervous system, asking her partner to even handle dinner, even though it sounds small, at that moment it was enormous. She would think, well, I don't know that he will do it right. And that is the perfectionism that also comes with this. When she actually did she got the courage to do it in a way that was respectful, assertive, but loving. Once she told me afterward that the hardest part wasn't even asking, it was staying in the room while he said yes and not immediately finding something to do to earn it back. You see, that's the work. She was relieved. She couldn't believe it. But at first, she was extremely uncomfortable. It wasn't about becoming someone who needs nothing or going to the other extreme and being someone that needs everything or feels entitled and wants to ask for everything. No, but it's about slowly teaching your body that needing something from the right person doesn't cost you what it used to. Now, I want to emphasize that none of this makes you broken, and it doesn't make you unavailable for the kind of relationship you actually want. What it means is that the pattern you have been calling avoidant attachment as a parentified person who grew up in dysfunctional family dynamics, that might be more accurately understood as a survival strategy built for a role you were handed too young. Naming that difference matters because you don't heal a survival strategy the same way you heal a personality trait. You heal it by teaching your nervous system slowly and consistently that you are allowed to need things without earning them first. Now, if this resonated, please let me know in the comments. And if you want to go deeper and do this work with people who genuinely get it, I would encourage you to check out our Self-Worth Hub in the description. I will see you in the next video, and please remember your resilience.